As the American presidential race heats up, candidates are impressing on voters that abortion is a key issue. On Monday, the 51st anniversary of the landmark Roe v. Wade ruling that federally protected the right to have an abortion, Vice President Kamala Harris visited Wisconsin to highlight the Biden administration's support of full access to reproductive care, including abortion.
In America, freedom is not to be given. It is not to be bestowed. It is ours by right. By right. And that includes the freedom to make decisions about one's own body, not the government telling you what to do.
President Joe Biden, a devoted lifelong Catholic, has expressed personal reservations about abortion. On Monday, however, he described the Supreme Court's 2022 decision to overturn Roe v. Wade and throw the matter to individual states as unfair. Since that court ruling, he noted, voters in different states have repeatedly voted to uphold abortion access.
Voters have voted to protect reproductive rights. We need these protections in every state because your family to have access to health care should not depend on your zip code.
Followers of the current Republican presidential frontrunner Donald Trump say Trump opposes abortion, but his position has varied and is unclear. His campaign website does not address the issue. A request for comment was not immediately returned. The Republican Speaker of the House of Representatives gave his opposition a personal spin at a recent anti-abortion rally in Washington, where he said he was the product of an unplanned teen pregnancy.
We're passing these bills and we're marching today because it takes a lot of work to convince people that every single human child, every unborn child, has a value that is too profound and precious to ignore. And we have every reason to be optimistic, my friends, that we can change public opinion.
Anti-abortion activists say they're glad the Supreme Court put the decision back in states' hands. But now they must decide which national leader is going to move the issue forward. Activist Eric Scheidler, who joined the Washington March, said Biden is too extreme in his support of abortion access, but says none of the remaining Republicans fit his worldview.
I also don't know if I trust Donald Trump. I mean, he gave us the Supreme Court justices that overturned Roe. Since the overturning of Roe, he has said some things critical about the pro-life movement and criticized DeSantis' policy in Florida. I don't really know where Trump stands because he seems to be talking out of both sides of his mouth on the issue. So I'm reserving judgment on both Haley and Trump because I've been concerned about where both of them stand.
Abortion rights have won at the polls with voters in states from liberal California to conservative Kansas. The key swing state of Ohio was the latest, with a decisive 57% approving a constitutional amendment to ensure access to abortion late last year. American voters will get their say this coming November. Anita Powell, VOA News, the White House.